Welcome back to the City Podcast. City Podcast is a
acronym
for Can I Trust You? This is going to be episode 79. And I'm going to be your host, Tony. And I'm here with
your boy, Eric.
Hate that boy.
And
I'm John.
There you go.
Roman.
And coming on the rear.
Deep Throat David.
Did you say coming in the rear?
Coming in the rear, whatever. I think it's the first.
In, around, on, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's all good.
The
That's
rear
how
is a
people
bullseye.
get STDs.
I feel like this we should say it's like this episode is brought to you by
How do you get
the
an
letter
STD?
R. Rape. It's
What
okay.
STD would you get from your butthole?
Any of them.
AIDS.
Literally all of them.
Yeah, I don't think
Wait,
so.
you
I think that's that gay propaganda I keep hearing about.
The Christians are trying to keep men from fucking men. Just let me be me.
Yeah, go fuck her.
You know what? I think this is
So are we just taking that as John's
Yeah.
coming out.
Oh,
Yeah,
coming.
I want the world to know.
Out in whichever, baby, it's gonna happen.
I think it's been a while since we all been together.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been, since like the original. Oh, we need the ghost, but he ain't coming.
R.I.P.
Back. There you go.
Yeah, fuck him.
He dead.
John's
He
like,
dead. It's
John's
time to
like,
move
John's
on.
like, I would, but he left me and I had to go with Roman and that sweet shell.
I told him because we were talking and we were like, yeah, I miss Mike, blah, blah, blah. And then John's like, R.I.P. And he raised his hand to the air. And I was like, you don't mean that. You hate him, so don't do that.
He betrayed you. He betrayed the trust you had in him.
He betrayed you by getting a life and a woman.
Hi, Mike. I know you listen sometimes.
Don't worry, John just hates because he's jealous. He wish he could have kids and a wife. Oh wait, he came out in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
He wished
He
he
wants a
had
husband. And
Yeah,
kids.
what's it, a life partner? He wants a life partner.
He
Yeah.
wants a partner, a domestic partner.
All right, John, you want to share anything with the City Podcast? I forgot to. I was gonna try to do this. Well, I'm still gonna try to do this thing where we each come with a new segment, right? Something that throws our personality and stuff. But I forgot to include you because you're not part of the chat.
Right, so I should have been prepped for this.
Oh no, Eric told me you had something funny happen to you this week that you might want to
Oh,
share.
I have a story,
Yeah,
and I have a Can I Trust You, but I didn't.
Bring the story in there before we do anything else.
All right.
Spotlight time on John. So what happened to you this week, John? What was so interesting?
Well, Ala turned 18.
Tried his first penis.
Damn.
Damn.
Your little sister's finally technically an adult.
She is an adult, and she's a very, 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 very dumb one.
Well, that's the new
She's an
generation.
adult by law standards, not
Yeah.
by...
Yeah. Like, we're technically adults and we could go to prison.
Yeah.
But
We could be
still
tried
don't
for
do
our
it.
crimes now, but that's about it.
Technically, she was too young for me, but I mean, age is just a number.
Hell yes.
And time is just a... oh, yeah, that's right.
Mark's kind of nervous laughing. I'm like,
I mean, that's what really just happens. when
Age,
you're
right?
18. What else happens when you're 18? I mean, you could buy cigarettes.
You
or-
can vote. You can be
I-
drafted.
That's about it, right? You could go to
Yeah.
prison for your crimes.
Does that stop anybody though? Like,
From what?
okay, like the whole going to war kind of thing. Okay, but like the drinking and smoking, does that ever stop anybody?
I think they actually just raised the
That's in
age
certain
for.
states. Yeah, for 21.
I thought it was here though.
It was in Texas.
They just recently had something though. I think they raised the age for cigarettes.
Oh, really? The 21?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
20 or 19.
21.
Did you know that you can no longer get your driver's license until you're 18 now?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, and it's very expensive. Like, you can't, if you're getting your driver's license for the first time, you have to take a $300 one-day class before you can take the test.
Fuck my dick.
Like,
Oh,
you
that-
have
that's-
to. There's no way around
That's
it.
how they did it when you were when you turned 15.
Yeah,
You had to go through driving school, and that was about $300-$400.
yeah, but
that was a week long. Not
but
just
that
a
was
day.
that was only if you were getting your driver's license early.
Yeah, if it was 15. 16.
Now you can't get it until you're 18, and you have to take this $300 course.
Oh shit, it's mandatory.
It's mandatory.
Damn, it's a lot of money. Just go get your license.
Woo! I'm glad I'm
Yeah.
old. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
We
for
beat you whippersnappers.
for Olive's birthday, I told her I would give her $1,000 to buy a car, with the caveat that she has to raise $1,000 on her own.
One question.
What's a
caveat?
caveat?
Is that
Second question:
is-
Can she really save up $1,000? I mean, she black.
Well, she actually
that
has a
fish
little
stuff?
over 1,000 on her
Yeah.
own.
Caviar.
But I didn't know about this fucking course, so like, So now it's $300 for the course.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not a lot, but
So
still,
that's what you got?
no.
Fuck, I'll get
The next thing is not a
$300.
lot. No, the $300 is a lot. I'm fucking poor. $300 is
Okay.
a lot of money. But what's not a lot is the actual $25 to get the license. I know that's not a lot, but I'm gonna throw it on there.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then it's gonna be somewhere around $2,000 for the car,
Okay.
right? And then any money that might need to go to getting the car street ready, you know, whether it needs new tires or a new battery.
Shit, you still gotta change the title and,
Yes,
and buy the
we still gotta
registration.
change the title
Yeah.
and get the insurance.
Yeah.
So all in
And
all,
registration too.
yeah.
That's important, John. I know you don't want do it on your cars, but you have
You
to have
like to ride
registration.
dirty, but your
Yeah.
sister's already gonna fit
Wait,
the
is the
description.
car gonna be under your name?
The car's gonna be under my name, under my
I
insurance.
don't think you can do that without proper. Like all your shit has to be updated.
Yeah,
If
Yeah,
you
I
have
don't
multiple
think.
cars.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
Which
you can
means
register.
that you have to have your current car registered, and then you have to register.
That means you have to get a
my
license.
my truck is registered and I have insurance on my truck.
Oh, okay. So
The
your
only thing
truck's
my
under-
truck doesn't have is a current sticker.
But you don't have a license, don't you?
You don't need a license.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
The truck's under my name.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance is under my name. Everything on the truck is under my name. I just don't have a license.
Okay, so
You don't have a license? I thought you took care of that shit.
No.
You don't have a license?
So you know what he did? He found a loophole and got himself a Texas ID.
That doesn't count.
No, I mean no, not when you're getting pulled over, but he doesn't care about that part.
Yeah, because
I
the thing
drive
is,
to
if
the
if
safe
I
all the
go
time.
to get a driver's license, there's a pretty decent chance that I'll get arrested, like on the spot.
Why?
He's got warrants.
Yeah.
What?
And
Wait,
that is-
Mark,
he's
wait,
running
so
from
what
the
tells
law,
you
bro.
that? What else comes through mind when you go, I might get arrested at the DMV?
Because Whitey has to pay. You know, if I go down to DMV, someone's gonna get shot. It's a possibility.
Oh, anyway, so you're getting your
Yeah.
sister a car.
So yeah, you know that's happy birthday, Ale. You're getting a car pretty soon.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Ale.
Yeah, but on
I already told her.
on the topic of
Happy
getting
birthday.
arrested. So I was at my house, right?
Mhm.
And I'm painting Warhammer like a fucking nerd. I'm watching TV. Started watching Peaky Blinders, which Tony, I don't know if you've seen it.
All of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's of course.
It's,
You gotta get
it's,
to the part where Tom Hardy comes out.
it's
Ooh.
Gangs of New York, but in TV. So
Tony was real fucking gay about it. He's
Not
like,
gangster,
Peaky
man.
Blinders. Peaky Blinders. He was just yelling that shit all the time. And I was like, fuck out of
I
here.
like annoying Eric with just simple words. Like for a while, we were playing Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I kept doing the Majin Buu voice around him. He's like, I'm gonna turn him to candy. He was just mad all the time. It's fun. If you guys don't have brothers, annoying them is the best thing because they just get frustrated.
oh, for me, having little siblings, the best thing is not having to get up to get my own food or anything.
You have siblings? Because you have a master, and then you have your owners.
Oh, my adopted brothers, and,
There you
and
go.
yeah, I got you.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm
Don't you ever
there.
forget your place.
I'm painting my Warhammers. I'm watching TV, and I hear like this loud fucking bang, and it sounded exactly to me like a car accident, the fiberglass hitting fiberglass,
Mm-hmm.
but without any screeching, like tire screeching. So the first thing that popped in my head is my neighbor across the street. He does he works on cars.
Mhm.
So because it sounded so much like fiberglass crunching to me, and it was so loud, my initial thought was, holy shit, like the car fell on him, like he had it lifted and it fell on him. So I run outside to make sure he's okay.
He walks outside because John's not a runner.
No, dude, this was a really loud noise. Like it was bad. And like it's not a gunshot. You know what gunshots sound like. You know what
Yeah.
fireworks sound like. This was
Something different.
crunching fucking fiberglass. So he's running outside too, and he's like, "Was that you?" And I was like, "No, was that you?" He's like, "No, what the fuck was that?" So we hear like a lot more noise coming from behind his house. So we go to the side of his house, and there's a fucking SWAT van with 15 SWAT dudes in full SWAT regalia. They got fucking helmets, tack gear.
Nigga, did you just say regalia?
They got bulletproof vests. They all have fucking fully automatic rifles.
That
Right.
sounds like a movie.
And then there's
Where's Gerard Butler?
there's like 6 narc cop cars. It's like a Honda Civic, a Mustang, a old pickup truck, an SUV, shit that does not look like cop cars. But
Yeah, the undercover.
yeah,
shit,
but the lights are on, right? So
Mhm.
and then there's like another 20 just plainclothes officers. And then
Damn.
there's EMS, and the EMS are fucking strapped with tactical gear and bulletproof vests too.
Damn.
EMS could do it.
And-
Dealing with that stuff.
Yeah, that if the situation they're going to is really dangerous, they're not there so much for the quote unquote bad guy. They're there in case one of their own gets shot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, if cops get shot, they want to be there ready to go.
We got that close combat defibrillators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turned out that the fucking crack, that loud fucking crack was
was actual crack.
it was military grade flashbang. It was an actual concussion grenade.
Oh no shit.
Like they hit this guy hard. I don't know what the fuck.
Did this guy come out? Huh? Like, was he like disoriented?
Yeah, they pulled him out and they were like more holding him up than anything.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
I mean, this thing was so loud from 3 houses, not side by side, but like across, you know. So it was a pretty good distance, and it reverberated my house. I've never heard military fucking flashbangs go off. That I don't know how he was walking. His head, the sound of it alone probably gave him a concussion.
Crack. It's a hell of a drug.
Could you see if he like peed or shit himself?
No, it didn't look like.
Is that
it.
a thing?
Is it? I thought
Yeah, when you have like extreme like pressure thrust upon you, like you lose control of your bladder.
That sucks.
What a lot of people don't tell you about with firefighters is when they go into a burning building, like how like hot and intense that is. They just piss themselves.
Oh yeah, that's why they wear
Oh.
those suits. You can't
I thought
tell.
you meant like shit themselves.
Oh, they can shit themselves as well. I mean, that's if you just like.
I
My
think-
smelly hero.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I think firefighters wear they're
Depends.
like diapers
Yep.
and stuff like that because your body you can't control it.
Just
And what are you gonna do? You're gonna
just
stop.
quickly, just quickly to derail this. On the way over here, I take like 410 going to Calabria,
Mhm.
and I passed by that fucking thrift store that burnt down and took down one fireman.
Mhm.
And you look at the thrift store sign, like they're rebuilding it again,
Uh-huh.
and those fucking those fucking douchebags can't have the whole thrift store sign. Not all the letters are lit up. Like it's like thrift store. I'm like, some dude fucking died in there. At least the most you could do is have some respect and
Oh, no,
have your
man.
whole letter signed.
That store opened a week after the accident happened.
God damn.
Yeah, because I stopped by and see they had office chairs for the studio.
The thrift store.
And I
What
was like,
thrift
damn,
store?
the one next to the Denny's
The Texas
on
store.
Ingram.
Remember the one
Someone
that
died there?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's still under investigation. Actually, they want to see what happened. They're thinking some fault.
And it happened like during night. So why that? I was wondering. I was like, why did he? If it happened during night, then why did he rush in there?
I don't know. Anyways,
Okay, so there was a fire and the guy rushed in there and
a
died.
firefighter died in the line of duty trying to put up a fire that was in the thrift store. This happened around December, I think. Remember December?
No, I want to say it was like November,
Yeah,
It wasn't cold yet.
possibly October.
maybe.
I'll double check.
But
Or it looks like
it came out in the news lately.
It looks like our
I
reporters on
remember,
the
some,
case.
I remember someone saying something like that. They're like, "Oh, that guy died
Yeah,
in the
okay.
fire," and I was like,
Hmm?
"He's a firefighter. It's gonna happen."
The
Anyways, so,
Firefighters die in fires. Black people get shot. That's what happens.
Exactly.
yeah,
So I mean that's go on with the story, but I just wanted to put that little since we were talking about
oh, yeah,
firemen.
they
fires
opened
and
that
shit.
thrift store real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah. So no, they drugged him out. He was fucking.
Little intersection. It was in October.
It was in October?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. He did have crappy tattoos. He was Mexican. And they took him without a shirt or shoes. So
That
that
seems about right.
that
Was it caught him
sucks.
off guard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that guy's getting raped
Um.
in the holding cell. That's rare.
The guy just really liked an audience.
So
Damn
you're
you.
just like, damn, the experience, huh?
Yeah. Like I left the house in such a hurry to make sure my neighbor was okay. The one that I cared about, not the one that actually got arrested.
I wrote
Um,
such a clatter.
That I
See what was the matter.
I left my phone behind, right? And he left his phone in his house, and we're watching this. I'm like, fuck, dude, my phone's over there. Like, I really want to put this on Facebook, right?
Oh,
But neither one of us wanted to leave to get our phones because, like, it was going down, you know? Like, we didn't want to miss a minute of it. And he's the one that pointed out. He was like, damn, dude, look, even the ambulance guys, and he's not very smart because he called them the ambulance guys.
The ambulance.
Man, yeah.
They're EMTs.
The
Damn,
ambulance.
Ambulance is good.
He's like, damn, look, the ambulance guys got the bulletproof vest. And I'm just like, should we be standing?
It's like,
He's like, "Why pussy you scared to get shot? I got like 9 bullet holes."
After they carry out the guy, what John didn't see, and the SWAT guy just went like this.
What's that white man doing in this brow town?
Sir, do you need help?
They came out here, sir. Sir, are you okay?
Sir, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. I don't have warrants.
Or they
What's
could've
your
gone-
name, boy?
And then that's when he
John Smith. John Smith, tell me your real name.
It's John Smith, sir.
I swear to God, I got my Pocahontas. He can tell you everything.
I mean, it would have been reversed. He's like, there's a white boy here. He's probably going buying the drugs. Get him.
He's probably the kingpin
Dude,
of all this operation.
I don't know what it was. It couldn't have been drugs because our fucking neighborhood's riddled with drugs and fucking prostitution.
We all got drugs, so.
Like,
I have drugs
I don't
right
know
now.
what this dude did, but it had to be fucking bad because, I mean, the neighborhood itself is pretty fucked and nobody... We never get SWAT or anything like that.
Gentrification at its best.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ultra gentrification.
it has to be something bad because even the cops nowadays be like, all right, you know, this is the house. In case shit goes down, they stop there first. It's like, did anything happen here? No, okay, they continue. Like, the cops know where all the bad stuff is at, but you have to make, like, next level stuff for bring SWAT in. That has to be, like, really big.
Actually, you don't have to. You can just play video games and piss off kids.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah, that house.
Usually it might be like a hostage, something like that.
But it was just him, right? It
was just him.
Because everybody else was dead.
Because everybody else.
No, one thing about like SWAT is they really do their homework before they hit.
Yeah.
Because he lived there with this lesbian couple. One of them's really butch, in case Eric asked. And they have a kid. The lesbians.
How'd they do that if they lesbian?
The same way.
Because one of them believes in themselves so hard they had a pee-pee. That's determination.
I don't know, Eric. There's a lot of lesbians out there with fucking kids. How does it happen?
They steal them.
Right.
So
That's why there's no such thing as a lesbian.
So they hit them when the two moms and the kid were gone, and like it was the same way with me when they arrested my dad. We found out that they had I guess they were calling around and asking people questions and stuff, and somebody told them that the only way to get my dad alive was to make sure I was there.
Okay.
Damn, they baited you.
Yeah. So like I mean I don't know, they're pretty good about making sure that the only people around are the people they need to get.
Cops do their job when they need to.
San Antonio was actually, I think I forgot what year it was, but we had like basically the best SWAT team in all the U.S. of A.
Well, I've seen them in action twice now.
Well,
it has to be. We're military.
One up close, one pretty close.
We have to because we're all military. So all the people that get out of the
military
army
city.
join the.
We also, I think, have the most murders per capita.
hell yeah.
Last year.
We're
No,
not Murder
dude.
City no more.
No way.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
Nolans.
we had like I'll double check, but I want to say something like 68 murders last year.
No shit.
Yeah,
Care about that.
last year, like 2016.
And I'm surprised. I mean, not really surprised because San Antonio keeps growing.
There's got to be worse cities, dude. What about fucking Chicago or
They don't consider that a city anymore.
Oakland?
That's an interesting story.
Not anymore. Like California has chilled out after they all became gentrified.
Stoners.
Yeah,
they're
just
all
like,
stoners.
weed's legal, and they're like, oh, okay, then I guess I could stop.
I don't know if that's the case. I think there's a lot of shit that we just don't hear about.
Nah, I think
There's a lot of shit I don't care about.
they can't kill themselves because their own state's killing them.
Yeah.
You got the mudslides, you got the fires, you got the droughts.
Everywhere.
Why does everybody like California so much?
I don't know, it's a shithole.
Hollywood. That's about it.
It's a lot
Hollywood.
of dreams and cocaine.
But
It was, but then 2017 rape stuff started happening. So now that's off the table.
What? Rape could be a dream.
That's why I know. That's
Where do you go to get the most rape per person? Fucking California.
Rapetopia.
Exactly. That's what it should be called. It's like you want to make it in the movies, you want to make it in the big time, you gotta get naked and suck this D.
I think it's something like India. I think it's like
India don't count because they're just brown, dude.
I think it's the most rapey country.
Look,
I think it's Africa.
Is it Africa?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Real quick,
I would say Africa.
rape only matters if you're white.
Most rape.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, anyways,
That's when anybody actually cares. If it's like a black person or
Yeah.
Indian, they're like, okay, cool, that's gonna happen anytime.
Now where you moving to?
well, no, I was gonna ask John if he was the one
Top
story.
10 country with the highest rape crime. Let's see. Ethiopia, number 10.
Asia Khan.
Number 9, Sri Lanka. Number
India.
8, Canada.
What?
I can see that.
They're very polite about it, though.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, I raped you, and she's like, you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna call the cops.
It's bound to
I'm gonna
happen.
call the mountains. I'm gonna call the mountains, but after this, maybe we get some Putin. Putin?
Oh, you fucked that up
Putin?
really bad.
And, yeah, that was terrible.
I'm guessing Russia's up there.
France at number 7.
Yeah, it seems rapey.
Germany at number 6. That's not a surprise.
Okay. Yeah.
The United Kingdom at number 5.
I mean,
India, number 4.
Ooh.
Isn't Sri Lanka right there in India? Or is it like its neighbor?
I believe it's an Asian country, but I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Number 3, Sweden.
Sweden? Really?
Mhm. Number 2, South Africa.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
you're right.
Number 1, United States, baby. USA, USA, USA.
If you're gonna be number one on anything, you be number one in everything.
This one is getting flanked.
Wait, Sweden for real?
Sweden number 3, yeah.
Isn't that the place where it's like?
It has the most one-night stands in like the world.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's 'cause
the
it's like-
one night stands.
It's like
That's because
something like it's like for every one dude, there's like 5 women born
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
but
So is it mostly women raping
Wait,
women?
wait, yeah. Women can rape too. Doesn't have to be a
Can
man.
women?
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
a thing.
yes, women can rape.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be like the sexiest rape ever.
Women can do anything, you pig.
You uncultured swine.
Sorry, Mister. I'm teaching my girlfriend how to be woke.
So anyway,
I'm learning the language, so.
you learning the lingo now?
Yeah.
You're part of the cool kids.
I'm hip with these kids.
You're litty.
Was that the end of your story, John?
Huh?
Was
Yeah,
that-
yeah, that was the end of the.
He's
Was,
Gucci gang.
did you want to continue with something we could trust you with? No, you could trust us with.
Well, this is from a friend. It's just an embarrassing story that happened to him like last two weeks ago.
He said,
Interested?
he said, don't tell anybody, please.
Everybody knows that if they tell me something, there's a good chance it's gonna end up here. So,
And then
They all know I'm a bad person.
They know this vault's real loose.
everybody at work is like, no one talked to John. He's like, he's over there wondering in the corner, why won't anybody talk to me anymore? That's why.
You keep talking shit on your podcast.
Oh, you listen?
nobody listens.
Fuck no.
So he has a dog who's a year old now.
Oh, this is sounding real bad already.
It's one of those fucking what's that really big skinny dog?
Great Danes.
Great Dane.
Great Dane. It's a Great Dane.
Greyhound.
It's a fucking huge dog for only being a year, but you know it's a Great Dane. So he's one of those like he doesn't say like you know my dog is my baby, but
He's one of those people.
yeah, it's kind of one of those
where
people,
they call
right?
Their
Yeah.
child and they
They're
call
called
them
dog
their father
fur
and
baby.
shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he was peeing outside. How many bathrooms are in his house, and
Peeing
If they-
outside's pretty freeing, though.
like how many people
Oh,
were?
the guy was.
Yeah, the guy was peeing outside. But apparently he does this quite often because he says that his dog likes to pee like where he peed. Cause like I don't know, I guess they're just that close already. So, so he was taking a piss, right? And he guessed like because he's outside and the splash from hitting the dirt, he's like I guess some of it got on my shoes. He goes, and then I was just out there talking to my dad and I felt something warm, like my foot was starting to get warm, and I looked down and my dog's peeing on my shoe.
Oh, because the piss got there.
Yeah, because the dog
right?
smelled the pee, and he likes to pee where
His masterpiece.
yeah.
Dogs.
He
So,
likes to go
His
where...
shoes got piss covered.
Oh, I also have a follow-up on crime in the United States. States with the most murders.
Hell yeah.
What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear top 10? Because it goes to all 50.
Just give us
Top
top
10.
Yeah, top 10.
Top 10? You want to start from 10?
Yeah.
Top 10, starting with 10,
you-
Maryland.
Can you do it like David Letterman?
I'm not as witty. I don't have the banter.
Fine, I'll settle for Jay Leno.
Christopher Walken.
Oh. No, I'm not doing that. Number 10, Maryland with 516.
Is that yearly?
That is total deaths from homicide, and I'm trying to check.
That's just from today.
This is 2016, so I couldn't find 2017's numbers are still they're still doing some stuff there.
This is
Still
being
can't
calculated.
crunching
Yeah.
the final
Number
numbers.
9, North Carolina with 517.
Baby, baby.
Michigan, 571.
Notre Dame. That's all I got. What are those Great Lakes over there? Nothing. Stab in the back. Boom.
Number 7, New York at 609.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Step up your shit, New York.
Number
You're in
6,
Chicago.
Georgia with 615.
I see it. I'm starting to see like a
lot of white people on this list.
no
No,
South Carolina too.
rednecks.
That
Sure.
sounds East
It's a,
Coast.
it's a good. It's a
It
good.
sounds like a
50-50,
mix.
ain't it?
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
a good mix. Maryland, majority white people.
Yeah.
North Carolina, majority white people.
That's
Michigan,
that's all East Coast, isn't it?
yes. Michigan,
Maryland, you gotta admit that's really impressive when you consider the size of Maryland.
yeah, that's like half the people there. The other half are locked up. Number 5, Pennsylvania with 658. Illinois at number 4 at 744.
740 of those were Chicago alone.
The numbers vary very quickly. Number 3 with 1,041.
Jesus.
Florida with a bullet.
Yeah,
That sounds
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
Cubans.
Yeah.
Tons of Cubans.
Number 2 with 1,316 total deaths from homicide. Texas.
Hell yeah.
We don't got guns and we don't use them. Woo! And number 1, drum roll please.
California.
California with
Yeah.
1,861.
Damn, it was all East Coast until Cali took it there.
Yep.
South and the West Side give the big numbers, baby. y'all got quality, we got quantity. You
Well,
know?
I mean, you gotta think that all the port cities kind of have to have a big homicide peoples up there. Cali, Florida, New York. So those are not out of the numbers.
I got the shit.
Alright, I guess.
Yeah. This episode has been really weird.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I had something planned for it, but I didn't expect John to be here. That hit me with a surprise.
Hey, you fucked it all up. John.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, hey, I'm happy to have you
Yeah.
here. It turned this episode really weird and
You
and
fucked it up,
murdery.
John. That's what you get for not being inside the group.
A little bit of rapey too.
a little rhythm.
Can't have Eric without rape.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
But no, I wanted to introduce like little segments that each of us make, like stuff that we like to talk about that usually we can't agree to talk about because we're like, nah, it's gonna pass. Like the stuff like I like celebrity stuff and some weird video games that no one seems to like. And I was gonna call it Being Basic with Rock, Resident Orphan Tony. I think that's
You
it.
didn't even say orphan, right?
Resident Orphan Tony.
There you go.
Alright. And then I was gonna pass it to the table to see what they had to bring. Mine were the dad from Frasier died. That was very sad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't think people remember him because I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
And then when he was there, oh man, Kelsey Grammer, he did a big old thing on Twitter and stuff how sad he was because he was actually, you know, I consider him my dad. That shit was saddening to see Beast be so sad. The second one, I finally got a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. That was so fucking amazing because they have Monster Hunter World now. They have the Toy Story.
Not Monster Hunter.
Monster
Monsters
Universe.
Incorporated.
Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. It was Toy Story. They showed Riku coming back, and I think they both have doppelgangers now.
As a broken child, you.
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy to see. Like I know you guys don't really like Kingdom Hearts, but I was all giddy and stuff. I stayed up to.
I love Kingdom Hearts. I'm just.
They actually release date now. It's gonna be in the summer.
They've
this
done
year.
a release date before. I'm just pretty sure that my grandchildren will play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Have you seen the new trailer? It has the mechanics. It has the different worlds. It has.
I don't watch
character
anything.
design. No.
I don't watch anything for Kingdom Hearts 3.
No.
Tired of being disappointed.
Oh, man.
Cock teased.
I
Had been hurt.
I stayed up till 2:00 in the morning just to watch the trailer, and it was
The
pretty-
developers of Kingdom
was
Hearts
pretty-
3 are heartless. Or what are they called? Soulless?
Yeah,
Heartless.
so the
Heartless.
Heartless and Soulless.
Trying to rank. Try to bring
Try
a
to-
zinger in there.
Trying to connect with you.
Yeah, I like shit. Fuck Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, nah, baby, you wrong.
I tried. I really tried. I really did try in high school to play the first one. Ooh, it was just too slow for my ass.
The first one was out.
I played the first one. It was just because everyone else was playing it. After a while, it's like it's just fucking gay. It's all about like I'm gonna do stuff for my friends, and
Really?
all
I
about.
didn't
For,
get
but
off
then
the
again,
island.
that kind of fits like the
It's
final.
Disney, though.
It fits the Final Fantasy motif.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, and I hated Final
More.
Fantasy.
What? You never like any other Final
The first
Fantasy?
Kingdom Hearts was
I'm
out.
not- I'm just not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
The first Kingdom Hearts was
And I
out for
like-
like 3 years before I played it. I couldn't get past the Goofy and the Donald thing. You know, like that's all. Every time I would see it, that's all I would see was the Disney characters. I'm like,
Oh
the
man,
fucking-
I took Goofy out of my roster. It was just me and Donald half the time,
And then
and
we
whatever
had
character.
the world character be the third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Gosh.
yeah. I hated Goofy so much.
Oh, but Goofy's like the best character coming out of Disney.
What the fuck? You suck.
Oh,
What the hell?
From the trio of Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, Goofy
It's
is
Donald.
It's
no,
Donald.
It's
no.
Donald. It's always
It's
Donald.
Donald all the way.
What? It's Goofy.
Goofy sucks.
How? When did
he
Donald
has-
ever get a
he-
movie?
he has
Goofy
one-
has 2 movies.
He has one mediocre movie.
Which one?
The fucking Goofy movie. That's it.
He has 2.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying.
No,
and
you-
it's-
Is it a shitty sequel that only went to VHS because it doesn't count?
no, it actually came out in movie theaters. I think the part 2 is the one that's better than part 1. So
Oh.
they were in college.
you know, Goofy's a cow.
No, that's the first one.
Goofy's
No.
a cow.
That's-
Goofy's a
that's the-
cow.
Goofy's a dog.
Goofy's a cow.
No, he's a
He's a dog.
dog.
He's a cow.
He's a
No,
dog.
he's fucking a cow.
He's
yeah,
a cow.
he's in love with the cow, but
No,
he's a dog.
He's a cow.
No,
Where,
because they always made fun of him while Pluto is a dog.
Yes, fans made fun of
No,
the
he's
Pluto, but
no.
he's a cow.
but
Goofy's
you,
a dog.
where's this source at? Where's the source at?
Everyone's looking it up right now.
Okay.
No, Goofy is a dog.
He's a cow.
He's a dog.
He's a cow.
He's a dog.
He's a cow.
$5?
$5.
$5.
All right, you heard it
All right.
first.
Damn.
This is
But-
Doom, 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 doom. First.
But-
Nobody remembers that.
I don't know. Goofy's always had the shorts, and he's got the movies, and he's just a better character. He's always been a better. I don't understand. Can't even fucking understand Donald. How could you guys like Donald the Duck?
He
Because
worked-
you can't
You
understand
worked for
it.
Hitler for a quick moment.
Did he?
Well, it was like a dream, but still.
I know.
Well,
I know. He's always portrayed
Donald-
to be like a devil and stuff like
Donald
that.
was just a better support character in the game.
We talking about Goofy was the shield dude.
Yeah,
he was the defense.
Donald was the wizard that constantly healed
That's
you.
why you made Sora the wizard too, so he could be strong.
That's
You
Sora
don't
was-
need Donald.
Everybody knows the
Source
wizard
trash.
ain't strong.
I don't know. There's just more
No,
stuff.
the
for
wizard.
Goofy out
He
there.
wasn't necessarily strong, but he always
Yeah,
healed
yeah,
you.
exactly. Tony's like, you make yourself the wizard and you get strong. No, nigga, the wizard wasn't strong.
Magic's gay.
Okay, I have it here.
Magic. Hey, what?
And this is from the
Yeah.
real rundown. That's real as in movie real, so 2 E's.
Mhm.
It says Goofy has always been thought of as a dog with human features, according to Disney's Mouse Links. However, what the Disney establishment isn't telling you is that Goofy is really a cow.
He's a cow?
He's a cow.
He's a
How you
malnourished
pay
cow.
dollars?
To be specific, an Aberdeen Agnes cattle.
No, Max is a cow, I guess.
She's a cow.
Hey, I guess.
Is Pete a cow?
Pizza
No,
and
They're
cat.
all cows, buddy.
Is that what it is now?
And what is the weasel?
Oh, the fucking Polly Shore character.
Again,
It's terrible.
Goofy gave you that.
Yeah, terrible.
No, Polly Shore gave me that. That's just Polly Shore just all together.
I'm not saying that I don't like the Goofy movie. It's just he is not a better character than Donald.
I always thought he was better. Mostly because I
Seem
like...
basic.
Yeah, true. And,
Live it up.
and that's why, I put it in my segment.
You
is,
living it up.
The shorts that they did for Goofy were a lot better, like the sports ones and stuff like that. I always found those more entertaining than the Donald stuff.
I think it's
Growing
'cause
up.
of the voice. It was
Yeah,
like-
and I like the Goofy voice.
No. You always like that stupid.
Oh yeah, his little yell and the yo. I love that stuff. But then again, that's the reason I like Kingdom Hearts so much, is because it's all Disney.
Goofy.
I'm a Disney kid. I found that out because people were saying what kind of kids they were growing up. I was a Disney kid.
I was a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
Now, what was
I
I?
ain't
I
have
was
much.
a poor kid.
My mom always made sure we got the Disney movies, so that's what we grew up with. That's why I know. Because I was people were singing a song at GameStop, and I was naming the songs they were singing. I was like, oh my god. I was like, damn, I'm basic. I said, oh, I know all the Princess songs.
There was that one thing on Facebook that had like a list of the Disney movies that came out.
Yeah.
And you just rate how many you've seen, and I was like, it was like a 60 of them.
That's how
I got like
most of
56.
those-
I'm
There's
still
only
so,
like 2 or 3 that I really didn't see. And I was
I'm
just
still
like,
surprised
I heard
people out there that haven't seen a single Disney movie, like the princess stuff. I was like, how do you live life without seeing the princess movies?
Yeah, I mean, like with me, I just kind of grew out of Disney at a certain point. Like just growing up, my interest didn't lie with Disney anymore. It went to like a lot of music and stuff. So
Yeah.
And pornography.
so that's why like I like cursively know about them. Like I know a little bit about like some of the ones that I missed during that time. So but there has been quite a few that I haven't seen. So I'm not as well versed as you.
And the last bit of being basic with Rot is we saw the Venom trailer, and the thing
Bruce
is,
Wayne.
the world got released. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh,
And the best thing is that they took Bane's lines from Batman and dubbed it over the Venom thing, and I was like, it made it like 10 times better.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, that was good.
It was a pretty bad trailer.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty bad movie to be
I-
honest with you.
Haven't seen it. So
No?
I just heard some guy was like, they showed a Venom trailer without Venom. Like, yeah.
Well, they showed the symbiote, and they showed
Yeah, like in a cave.
yeah, they have him in a little cube. It looks like it's gonna be mixed with Eddie Brock and the story of how Venom came to the world, the spaceship, and the son of James. What's his name?
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna be crossing that.
Damn, what if they get fucking
Looking like a terror movie,
what if
but
they get fucking
I'm excited.
Eric Fordman
is
back
he?
again?
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Oh.
So when they get fucking Eric
Topher
Fordman
Grace.
back again.
yes, over Grace.
What a
And he's Carnage. Well, that would be great. I can see him as a Carnage.
Is
That
it,
piss off so many people.
is it gonna be like a Universal monster movie? Because J. Jonah Jameson Jr. Came back from the moon not only with a symbiote, but he was bitten by a space vampire or a space werewolf, and he now transforms into a werewolf.
Is that when he was fighting that Morbius or whatever?
And he does
Yeah.
fight Morbius.
Yeah, I saw that one. The whole vampires.
Yeah, so
Well, no, it looks like it. They're making it like a Monster Universal movie before. Like, who owns it? Fox, right? Who owns the Venom?
Sony.
Sony.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. That was when I saw it. I was like, damn, can't wait for that.
It doesn't look good, but
Tom Hardy just does good movies though. Other than even Bane, I shit on the Dark Knight series and all that, but that his voice and his lines are still.
I think you're just biased because that Bane voice is something we did for like the longest time.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was the last of.
You wouldn't
Oh,
eat Mexican.
the old times.
You didn't eat Mexican food. I was born in it, molded by it.
But that was it. That's it. That was it for being basic with me. Who wants next? And if anybody has their segments, I don't know if anybody did anything.
I mean, I have something, but
Yeah, yeah, he
I didn't
does.
have. I was supposed to have a game, but I wasn't able to get everything there.
okay.
But
You can bring it back next time. No worries.
yeah, it's cool. But this is something I really wanted to share, though.
Go for it.
Okay.
Did you think of a name for your segment or anything that associates with you?
I don't know. It's wacky news time.
Okay.
Wacky news.
Wacky waving.
Oh man, I need like a kazoo or just like a whistle. It's time. It's time for Deep Throat David's wacky news time.
Slide whistle.
Just like
Yeah.
tingle and something like that type of thing.
All right. Earlier, John said about you know how you said your younger sister's not a very smart adult.
Yeah.
Well, after hearing this story, you'll probably learn to appreciate her a little better.
Got it.
All right. If anyone heard this story, just let me know. Ready? Woman says she flushed emotional support hamster down toilet after airline refused to let it fly.
Really?
Let that sink in for a bit.
I saw some of that stuff in the news.
So, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds familiar, but I can't say that.
All right.
I know
What?
for sure.
She
So
flushed it.
here's it's Belen Aldecosa and her pet dwarf hamster Pebbles. So there's a little tiny hamster there.
Oh,
that's
that's
It's
cute.
fucking dead.
Hey,
All right.
that girl can get it though.
Okay, let's see. This was from the Telegraph, but this is kind of a deal. All right, this is kind of long, so I'll try to skip whatever.
Yeah.
A woman in Florida says an airline told her to flush her hamster down an airport toilet because her emotional support rodent wasn't allowed to fly with her. The Miami Herald reports Belen it's like Helen, but Belen.
Yeah.
I'll just call it Belen. Belen flew home from college to South Florida, having twice called Spirit Airlines to ensure she could bring Pebbles, her pet dwarf hamster, with her on the flight. But when Belen arrived at the Baltimore airport, Spirit refused to allow the animal on board. The 21-year-old told the paper she flushed Pebbles at an airline employee's suggestion after running out of her options. Panicked and needing to return home promptly to deal with a medical issue, Belen was able to rent a car and agonize for hours. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a chick voice now. She was scared. I was scared. It was a horrifying trying to put her in the toilet, Bella said. I was emotional. I was crying. I sat for a good 10 minutes crying in the stall.
Wait. She rented a car?
I suppose
So
so.
she didn't fly. She flushed her hamster and didn't fly and rent a car and drove.
Oh, no. Oh, she wasn't unable to rent a car.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she wasn't able to.
So she wasn't able to rent a car.
Why didn't she just like let it go into the wild or something?
A
She was already
spokesman
near-
for
And let a
Spirit
hawk eat it.
and not drown a fucking hamster. A
Not
spokeswoman
having
for
skin
Spirit
burn.
Airline, the airline mistakenly told Bella that Pebbles was allowed, but he denied that. That a Spirit employee or Sprint employee recommended flushing her pet in an airport restroom. To be clear, at no point did any of our agents suggest this guest, or any for that matter, should flush or otherwise injure an animal, spokesman Derek Dombrowski said. But Belen said she considered suing Spirit over the conflicting instructions that pressured her into making that decision. She shared that her tale with a newspaper after the story of an emotional, supportive peacock. I heard about the peacock one.
Yes.
This lady wanted to bring a peacock, and they were like,
Yes.
"Bitch, no, it's a fucking peacock."
Yeah, I think that's the one I was confusing it with. I
Okay.
remember the peacock one.
This case is different, said her Florida attorney, Adam Goodman, a Jew. This wasn't a giant peacock that could pose dangers to other passengers. This was a tiny, cute, helpless hamster that could fit in the palm of her hand, he said.
And down toilet pipes.
Easily. Blah, blah, blah. U.S. Transportation Safety Administrator has no problem with carry-on hamsters. Hamsters are welcome at checkout point. Their container would typically go through the x-ray while the owner would hold the hamster as the passenger walks through the metal detector. So the creature is not subjected to radiation, according to TSA spokeswoman Sarah. Wow, everyone got fucked up names.
Because they know you're reading them on podcasts.
Yeah, probably.
Because they're like, we're going to make him struggle.
Because they're like, I'm pretty sure this guy's got, there you go, reading level of fucking,
Of a second grader.
there you go.
So basically, he's not wrong. So basically, this is what happened. This bitch just has an emotional support hamster, just like anyone has like any fucking emotional support animal, which is like I think one of the most bullshit whatever. Thing. You just want to fucking have a dog around you the whole time.
Oh, is that why people could walk in with dogs and,
Yes.
and they look normal?
At one point,
And
the-
they look normal.
I understand.
there's
Like,
people like Tony here that that fucking judge people who don't have animals.
I understand if you're blind. I've seen special needs kids.
Yeah,
There, so
that
they
makes
don't-
sense.
yeah,
But
right.
they have like these emotional support animals.
But I've seen regular people walking with the dogs, and they have the best on the dog. Don't touch. He's a helper or something. Like that.
He's at work.
And I'm looking at them. It's like,
Like,
I don't see anything wrong with you.
It helps with the
The
anxiety.
dogs aren't only for blind people. And I'm not talking about the anxiety fucking dumb bitches, snowflake people who need safe spaces. But there's a lot of
Good thing you were here last episode.
there's a lot of people who have medical conditions that do require a dog. There's a guy who frequents my store who has seizures. And his dog is trained to turn his head sideways so that he doesn't choke on his fucking foam. And the dog will actually pull him like out of the way of like a crowd or something.
That makes sense. And the animal actually has a fucking job. But what the fuck is a hamster gonna do?
Yeah.
It's gonna squeak and make you feel
I-
real good,
that-
and then it crawls up in her coochie and just
I
tickles.
was gonna go there, but I was waiting for you to go take that one.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I seen the dogs trained to see if you're still alive, right? Like if you fall and you hit your head and stuff like that.
See, because I seen like dogs with the PTSD soldiers, where they get all fucking, they start getting anxious. The dog can recognize it real quick, and then it kind of like lays them down, and then it kind of like lays on top of the person, so it has like that warmth and shit, and then it calms people down, I guess.
Yeah, the whole
I think-
heartbeat.
And you're like,
thing.
okay, cool.
I think that's all bullshit.
So this
I think
it
so.
it sounds like someone was gonna sue the airline to get
So
money.
she's suing the airline because she took the hamster, and they were like, "Oh, you can't bring that here." And she's like, "Well, what am I supposed to fucking do with
What do you
this?
mean? I called twice. He said I could.
What am I supposed to do with it?" And the
So-
guy was just like, apparently she said, I was just reading more. The guy tells her, "Well, I don't know. You could probably release it or flush it down the toilet." And so this chick's like, "Oh my god, it's my only options." Okay, so she obviously went to a toilet, cried for a bit, just like, "I love you, Pebbles. You're so I love you, and I will forever love you." And the hamster's probably like, "Oh man, yeah, sweet, yeah."
What are you doing? You're
all
supposed
right.
to be kind of hard. Stop.
Like, "Oh man, why are you crying?" Like, I'm your emotional support animal. Come on,
Come on.
bring it in. Come on, give me a hug. I got this.
Nuzzle me against your cheek.
Wait, what are you doing? What?
You
What?
trying to
And
throw
just
me?
fucking
You trying to throw me?
bloop. And then as he's looking, seeing the chick cry, he's just like, "What did I do wrong?"
It's screaming. It's just like I can still hear his squeals where it's trying to walk up the toilet bowl.
Yeah, he's going down. Fuck you.
You know what would suck though? If we didn't go down the first
Oh.
Yeah, one of those low flowing toilets. She accidentally, like, they have those two options where it's like the half circle and the full circle.
She prints the full circle. It's like,
You would think
fuck
she'd
that.
be smart enough. It's like, I'm gonna break your neck. That way you won't suffer. Nope. She's like,
No, she's like,
You know what's fucked up is that it probably didn't even drown.
yeah, it probably didn't. It's in the fucking thing now. I like to think he survived, and now he's doing like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing, recruits like other rodents. But this one, but this one's more like
he's gonna
a vengeful
G-force it.
Ninja Turtle.
This is like
Toxic Avenger meets hamster.
He's gonna do the G-force thing.
He-
Remember
he-
G-force?
he's Raphael and he's looking for his other team of Raphaels.
Oh, Raphael too.
I hope Dick too.
I hope he.
Shitty.
I hope he learns how to talk, and then one day corners her. And he's like, "Do you remember me?" She's
I
like,
trusted you.
I don't know who you are." He's like, "Here's a hint. I love you, Pebbles. I will never flush you down the toilet, Pebbles." And,
He never washed himself, so his fur's blues.
oh, that would suck, too. Like, the toilet just got done clean.
Damn. All right.
Either that or he got thrown when they emptied the shit pot. When they emptied it, he just froze inside a shit.
That'd be worse.
She was
These are
at the
the
terminal.
airport,
She was
yeah.
in the airplane.
Well,
Yeah,
they-
see, that's what.
they don't just
Now that you said that, I was like, what if she fucking snuck her in? But then she was like, "Oh my god, they're gonna fucking catch me. And then I'm going to airport jail." So she puts him in the fucking plane shitter.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when he gets fucking.
That's when he gets
crushed
sucked
in
in
the
like
shit
crazy.
pot.
Yeah.
Damn.
But the thing is, she's suing the airline now because she was like, they told me to do it. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to begin with, she's not a mental stable person, so I could kind of.
She's
see
still a
it.
fucking adult. And so I think I was hearing that, or I was watching
She
that.
had choices.
That the lawyer's now using the defense that she's just a kid. She's a fucking kid. They do these things. She's 21, by the way.
Oh, okay.
She's a fucking kid. Like,
After saying that-
what'd you do when you were 21?
But you were 21, then we all drown hamsters.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm surprised. What I'm surprised is that
It
you
I
is.
got drunk.
like
I
on
drank a lot.
yeah
I mean, seriously, you can't really call a 21-year-old
a fucking
Yeah.
you can't. But I mean, you can't say that. What would you do? Come on. Someone tells you to flush.
Come on.
I'd
This
probably
fucking guy over here tells you to flush your hamster. You're gonna fucking flush your hamster.
I would probably just be
What
like,
lawyers?
I'd probably just be like, hey, look, there's this
Sleaze-
kid coming up
sleaze
there.
He sounds confident.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
You could have given the hamster away. That's what you could have done.
You
Like,
could
the kid
like
coming
see,
down, it's like,
see
here
you could
go.
do all this shit, but then they're trying to fight the whole part where it's like she's a fucking kid, man. Come on. Where she could, that's my lawyer. That's my lawyer now forever.
I love your lawyer, by the way.
That's his whole defense. When
Yeah,
they were
it's like she's a kid. She didn't know better, and she was just young. And this guy was, I guess, like
Pushy.
not pushy. Like
Judgy.
he gave her an option. She took the only options that were given to her.
That,
She's
I
a
would
fucking kid.
use that as a defense. I was a lawyer. He was like, "Sir, but this happened." He told him to do it.
Come on, man. It's a fucking kid job. What you gonna do? Fucking come on. What I'm surprised is that she openly admits that she flushed down the hamster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some guy puts a fucking video of him. Oh, what was it? That one guy who trained his pug to do the Heil Hitler salute. And he got fucking, apparently, the people were trying to arrest him for that. Like, a guy kicks a dog, the internet's all fucking down to fucking kill that dude. This chick's just like, I flushed my hamster down the toilet.
I was like, for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Double
I'm like,
standard.
where's the fucking scam?
Well, that and he didn't teach the fucking Pebbles to be a Nazi.
He probably was. Probably think it was.
Maybe.
Not bad for the
What
first segment of Wacky News. Mark.
Wacky news
What I want to know is, I heard...
with Deep Throat Derek.
Oh, wait. So how do you feel about your sister now, John?
She's still black.
Would your sister flush a hamster down the restroom?
Do you think your sister, like, if someone told your sister to flush their fucking hamster down the toilet,
Would she do it?
would she do it?
Probably not on the first. Hey, you should do this, but I'm pretty sure she could be easily talked into it.
Right.
Look, there's a humane way to put it out. It's misery.
Come on!
Get out of here, lawyer.
You been hit in a car accident? Come on, give me a call.
Come on.
It's a billboard. It's 555.
Come on!
555. Come on.
I work at the airport on the side. Come on!
I guess I got a segment. I'm gonna call it stuff. Stuff we're
So what's your segment? What are you doing?
stuff we're watching. We just talk about something, a show we're watching or something that we like.
What are you watching right now?
Well, I just got done watching that new Netflix original, the Carbon.
The Carbon.
Altered Carbon, I think.
Yeah. I heard it's good. I get to see it.
Yeah, I mean.
It's John's segment. Remembering Netflix shows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Altered Carbon. It's a little heavy on the sci-fi, so a lot of people who don't like sci-fi might get turned off by it. But
They compared it to, what was that 3-hour movie you went to go see?
13 Reasons?
No, the 3.
Oh, Blade Runner?
Yeah, they compared it to Blade Runner.
Okay.
That movie was
I
boring.
haven't seen Blade Runner.
No?
No. But basically, they technology advanced enough to where people can download their conscience. So when and your
True immortality.
your body dies and they just put you in a new body.
Chappie style.
And
I was about to say that. I was like, I'd like to mention that Chappie did that verse
Yeah.
with Diane Ward. I think you freaky and I like you a lot.
that's a story that's been done forever.
I know she still creeps you out.
But like if you're rich, you're always gonna have like the best, youngest, strongest, fittest bodies, you know.
Black.
The strongest, biggest, throbbiest cock.
But if you're poor, there's a chance you might not even be able to get a new body at all. So you actually
You're gonna die.
yeah, well, you don't die necessarily. I mean, after you die, because you still download it. They just put your fucking, let's call it a floppy disk for lack of a better term.
Oh, so you don't know body, just there.
Yeah, they'll just put your floppy disk like in a drawer and leave it there.
Oh man, that's not the kind of fucking sci-fi I want to. What I want to do, and it's I want you to make a comic book about this. I want you to recreate the Soulnado from Mortal Kombat. That's what I want to happen to everybody that dies.
Oh, okay. They just get trapped in a
Yeah, you get
tornado of souls.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really boring one.
It's fucked up though because like people in the show like they have insurance and something in the insurance covers accidental death, right? So this family, their 7-year-old daughter dies in a car accident, and they get one free body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they put the 7-year-old girl in like a 57, a hard used 57. Like this bitch has been smoking fucking a pack a day since she was 13.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a roughly used body, right?
So even in the future, the insurance screws you
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
And they're like, "What? Like this isn't our daughter. Our daughter's 7." And they're like, "Yeah, well, there she is." And they're like, "We're supposed to get a free body." Like that is a free body.
Like you want quality, you want quality.
I heard good reviews of it. I have been wanting to check it out. I just haven't had a chance. Anything else you're watching?
Well, I just started Peaky Blinders. I'm not sure how
How you liking it yet?
it's all right so far.
Give it to how many seasons are you in?
A few episodes in.
Oh yeah, give it to season 2, and you're starting to like it.
Which one?
Peaky Blinders.
That sounds like
Every time somebody mentions that, like, you just gotta wait till the second season. I'm like,
Well, the thing is,
like, I don't know if I have that kind of. It's I don't know. When everybody says like, just give it like, I can understand like if you tell me give it 3 episodes, give it 6 episodes is pushing it. But when you tell me to go through like a whole season,
well, the first season's I think is 7 episodes. Yeah, that's why I was like,
it's a BBC show. So
it's a short.
I was like, it's probably shorter.
It's like 6 episodes.
But yeah, I still don't want to waste like that much time, like getting into something that may not have a good payoff.
Yeah, I mean, you and shows are not there.
Yeah, you just watched second season.
Yeah.
Do they have a recap?
Yeah, the beginning of each season.
Every season fucking gives you a recap of what happened.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, was that it for John's watch list?
Yeah, I think there was one more show that I watched and like
RuPaul's Drag Race.
You know what I heard is actually been really, really good? The End of the Fucking World.
The End of the Fucking World is good. If you liked Atypical, The End of the Fucking World is basically the English Atypical.
Yeah.
Wasn't Atypical English?
No.
English. Like
British?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Britain covers several countries.
European.
Whatever. I'm not peeing right now.
Okay. All right. On to the next segment. Roman, what you got?
I was kind of flip flopping, and I just kind of landed on one where it was something that I had wanted to introduce into one of the shows. I just didn't know how. Was an album a week, because I noticed that I don't listen to a ton of new music and a ton of other stuff. So I was kind of thinking, well, I'm an album guy. I'm not necessarily like a song guy. Like I like. I'm a nerd like that.
You're not a single dude. You're the whole compilation.
Yeah, I like.
Compilation.
I like the everything and how every track is connected to another. How
like
that
lights dragged him in, and he's like Ellie Goulding.
Yeah, fucking. You know what? Go check out. I'm looking at my Spotify right now. Well, I don't know if she has a new album, but Ellie Goulding. Well, we'll take that for right now. You brought it up, and it's actually a good album. Let's see. It is called Delirium. You can get the deluxe version because it has some. It has like that outside, that Calvin Harris song. That bum 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 bum. That one, if you like that one. I don't particularly like that one. One of the ones that I really like from this is which one? What's a good?
For some reason, like as you're saying all this, the only song that fucking plays in my head is that fucking Florence and the Machine song. That light song.
That's Ellie Goulding.
That's her?
Yeah.
Alright, fucking I'm going better now.
And the lights come to stop.
That's it. All about it now, you got me.
Yeah, something in the way you move has like a really like weird like kind of triplet beat that's just I don't know, I really like it. So go ahead and check out Delirium. I thought that was really cool.
And if you don't like it, just listen to Lights.
Yeah, if you don't like it, go listen to her second album called Helicon.
Man, we can't read today, huh?
Yeah, fuck no. Helcon Kion. Halcyon?
Construct additional.
That's a weird word.
You see, there you go.
Hang on. I'm gonna do this real quick, but while I'm doing it, I do want to say that
Halcyon?
I guess so.
I just looked at my Netflix and figured out that other show. It's called The Imposters. I burned through that in 2 days. It was fucking good.
I've never heard of that.
It's new to Netflix.
Yeah, The Imposters.
How do you spell that, Roman?
Halcyon.
Okay, good old Google.
Thanks, Google.
I gotta check out how to say it.
How to pronounce it.
Halcyon.
Hey, I was right.
Yep. Oh my God, John.
So much editing.
I had it really low. But yeah, it's Halcyon.
I came up halfway. But yeah, Ellie Goulding, check out Delirium. I don't know if she has a new album, but you know
she got a new butt.
Another good album for like the metalcore, I guess, or whatever the fuck, post-hardcore, whatever the fuck you call it. Every Time I Die from Parts Unknown. You're gonna want to check out a song called El Dorado. That's a fucking.
El Dorado's good.
That's a fucking pimpin' ass song.
I thought you would have thrown out that Death Cab for Cutie.
Album?
Which one?
The new album for Death Cab.
No, I don't like the new album. I don't really like the new album.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the new album. But
the new music for rock has not been good.
yeah,
Like lately, I've been listening. I went down to this emo thing on Facebook.
oh, I fucking know.
And I just remind me of all the good music, but I'm a hits person. I'm a singles,
Yeah.
not the whole album.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I remember all these songs and they're all great.
Yeah, and like with mine, like I'll take suggestions. So put in the comments below what album I should listen to. I'm always open to that kind of stuff, as long as it's like easily available, like through Spotify or something like that. I'll give it a listen and see if I like it or not.
Yo, you review your album for you.
I don't think there's ever been a whole album where I genuinely liked every single song that was on it.
Not since like the Korn era and System era.
And I don't know if like
That I listened to the whole album.
Even with System, there's always at least one song where it's like it's not that I don't like it. It's just I could live without it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's
Agreed.
Yeah, I never liked the full album.
like I like full albums, but there's like some albums where same thing as you, like a majority of the albums actually, where I'm just like, this is a awesome one, but it slows down way too much, maybe right here, and then like I kind of skip over that song most of the time. So yeah, I agree with you. There is a lot of albums where it's just like that one kind of missed the mark.
Except, you know which album? There is one album I like from beginning to end. That was the Linkin Park Hybrid 3. That's the only album I could listen to every single song over and over and be like, all right.
There's songs in there that always makes me want to choke. And they choke me up.
But that's all right. So you're gonna bring an album a week, try to review them.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with it? Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, always looking for new music. Like I'm not as I'm not as hip. So if you have new music, go ahead and give it to me. I don't know if I like it. I might shit on your favorite band. I don't know, but I'll at least give it a shot. That was Roman's musical melody.
All right. So it's time for Eric's segment. What do you got for the table, Eric?
Nothing.
Something weebs. Something enemies.
I guess.
I would just like to point out that we just took about a 15-minute break,
Talk about what we're gonna do.
and Eric still has nothing.
I would have thought of that. That's why we left them to the end. I thought he would talk like Dragon Ball.
I mean,
or
I
some
can talk
weird
Dragon
anime.
Ball because I
We
just showed Mark two things. One, Android 17's a badass, and RIP.
Ranger, Android 17. You gotta get that right.
And
Why?
two, I
That
can beat
makes
your
a difference.
That doesn't matter.
and two, I can beat your ass in Dragon Ball Z Fighters. If you haven't picked up
that
that
was
game,
a-
pick it up.
That
It's
was
super
lovely.
good.
All right,
It's
so
Do you
ridiculously
actually have
good.
a segment?
Well, I mean,
Dragon Ball segment.
I wanted to see like if you can make your own Warp Tour. What bands would you put in there? Like
How many
top
bands?
10 bands.
How
Top,
many?
what 10? I mean, Warp Tour has like 28, but
Goddamn.
at least 5 to 10 bands. Who would you go? Roman, you first, cause
you could have just you could have just said, hey guys,
No.
we're gonna talk this. We could actually think about it.
I did.
And not waste time.
I did.
Or
No,
say,
but I mean for
or,
the group.
Or say
I
your
did.
say your
Okay.
example.
Yeah, you should have maybe set your example because I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Pete
My
didn't-
example would be this, real quick. Offspring,
Okay.
No FX,
Mhm.
Anti-Flag,
Mhm.
Flogging Molly,
Mhm.
Devil Wears Prada, August Burns Red.
So it's like a punk show.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
that's what the original
I mean,
Warped Tour
that's original Warped Tour.
I went to one Warped Tour because I thought Billy Idol was gonna be there, but all I got was a bunch of shitty bands.
All right, so you're at it.
Fuck, I forgot the band that fucking Mike showed me. Protest the Hero. There you go.
Yeah,
Protest the Hero. Pretty much. Protest the Hero, AFI, and maybe just throw in some fucking rap there.
Do they have to be alive?
What?
Just see how he reacts to everything.
All right, so that's a weird.
Do they have to be alive?
No.
No.
I just went with the live ones real quick because that's really who I've been wanting to see fucking.
I think this should be alive. It should be like if Warped Tour be like Roman's list. We could make it happen.
Oh, fuck. Scary kids.
That's what I want, but the fucking singer's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
they don't have,
they
to, they don't have
maybe
to be alive.
yeah,
They don't have to be
you know
alive.
what? The band has to
What?
be together, but
The
they
dude's
could
dead?
Yeah, the
No,
singer
singer died.
had a heroin overdose.
Oh.
Yeah, he went out like a true hero, like a true rock
What
star.
happens if they Tupac him? Would you be okay with it?
What?
The hologram.
No. I want to see the fucking band again.
Oh, too late. He's dead.
You're not making the rules of this segment.
Yeah, you dumb twat.
So,
They don't have to be alive.
they don't have to be alive. Boom, boom.
All right. Well, Mark, Warped Tour is coming. And they have all your favorite bands. What do you want to see?
Do you need more time?
It's mostly the same shit I listen to now. So, Modest Mouse, because they're fucking expensive as fuck.
Yes, they are.
God damn. Yeah, Modest Mouse tickets are fucking expensive as fuck.
Wait, so we're doing just like any band or bands that only actually go to Warped Tour?
No,
I think it's
so
any.
we're basically just naming our top 10 bands.
Yeah,
that's like a concert. Like, the perfect concert
It's
you
not
want to see.
necessarily top 10 bands, but top 10 bands you would like to see live.
And
Because I'm making my list for people that have actually played in Warped Tour.
No. The music you listen to. Like, who do you want to see live? And you've been on the Warped Tour with me.
Yeah.
You know how it's like a mixture of all types of music, right?
Yeah.
Just do that.
Okay, so basically it's a top 10.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so Modest Mouse. Who else?
They were just real fast. Modest Mouse, Queens of the Stone Age. Fuck, who else I listen to? I haven't really listened to a lot of music lately.
Incubus.
No, I actually saw them. They're alright.
Not impressed.
That was like after their bassist left too. It was like during that Crow Left with Murder shit.
Oh, yeah.
I obviously want to see Queen. Not Queen. Sorry, I already said that.
I want to see Queen.
I want to see Queen. that'd be kind of cool to see.
I would like to see Queen.
But the thing is, I'm not a real big Queen fan.
Hey, fucking.
He only likes Queens when they have a drag on it.
Yeah.
I got a drag in attack from Queen. Listen to that song. It has a badass bass line. Boom, 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 boom.
Presidents, obviously, because it's
Pusa.
yeah, Pusa.
Yeah.
I got two more. I gotta think of two more.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Look, this hurts.
This is a fancy Warped Tour.
No,
It's not really.
You can
I'm
put jazz on there.
surprised
if
they
you
didn't
I
put
was
want.
thinking
I'm
about
surprised
that
they didn't
too.
put, like the
Yeah.
Black Keys or.
I don't really think I'd
Calio.
have to think. I think it would just be like the rest would just be jazz people.
Give us spread off
I
a few
would,
names, baby. Come on.
Probably Bill Evans trio,
Okay.
like 59 Bill Evans.
Okay.
None of that fucking Grizzly Adams got a beard playing fucking synth Chick Corea. It's a little jazz joke for you.
Yeah. For all you jazz heads out there.
Yeah.
I feel like you should have like.
For all you middle school jazz heads out there.
Come on.
that jazz
We
bands.
need at least one more.
And this one more would be like have to be kind of like a duet thing with Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday.
Okay.
Just have those two fucking queens go at it, and then at the end of it, strap it on ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
Maybe Louis Armstrong to referee that. Not Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. I was like, the fucking
Louis
astronaut.
I was like, I thought Louis Armstrong was a fucking that's.
You want Satchmo.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Louis
extra.
Armstrong was the bicyclist, right?
I thought Louis Armstrong was a fucking
No.
guy.
No, that's Lance Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
You're thinking of Lance.
That's Lance Armstrong. We're all fucked up.
You know what it sounds like?
I thought Louis was the one. Well, I just realized his name's Louis Anderson, the fucking guy from Family. Yeah, that guy.
You know what it sounds like? Is your Warped Tour is bring wine and you start with the jazz, then you get drunk on the wine, and end it with like Queens of the Stone Age.
They start doing cocaine.
You're like,
You pop a little X for and finish it with Modest Mouse.
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
I don't know why I thought Modest
Sound
Mouse
bad,
was fucking Dead
yeah.
Mouse.
Because they're fucking.
Yeah, I think they would have to do that. It'd be like the jazz show first,
Uh-huh.
and then you get
Really
Poos
go
out
first.
there, just kind of like somehow
said
bounce it
it
along.
loud.
And then after that, then you finish off with those two.
But who would go on? Who would be headliner? Would it be Queens or would it be Modest? It would probably have to be Modest because if
It would probably be Modest. Man.
because if it not the fucking asshole
Isaac, whoever.
Isaac
Yeah.
Brock. Isaac Brock, I think is the same.
I think he's like a big douche.
Yeah, he's like a fucking Morrissey. He'll just like, you paid your tickets, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna play. this.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't last, I ain't playing.
I can see that.
I didn't get my French onion dip straight from France.
Right.
Fucking what's his name? That dude from Typo.
Oh,
That's what happened to him. Like I think it was Austin City Limits. Carl was telling me that they went to go see Typo.
Wasn't it Danzig?
No, it was Danzig. It was Danzig.
Yeah,
Not
Danzig.
You're
a
about
fuck.
to, you're about to sell it in the name of good old Typo Negative.
I fucking hate them, but a lot of people like him. So it was Danzig, and he was like, "I'm not going up unless I have my fucking French onion soup." And they finally, I guess, they got him some.
Uh-huh.
And then he did like a couple songs, and you know Austin's just like, we're fucking keep it weird. Let's end it at 11. And so he's just like,
I think
oh,
that's a city like noise order.
well, they're for we at least stay open at 12.
Fair enough.
Okay, and we're fucking yeah. And they pride themselves on being a music city. So yeah, he
like 3 songs.
probably like 3 songs, and they're like, yeah, you gotta fucking stop. I don't give a fuck who you are. And he's just like, I don't give a fuck. You guys should probably burn this place to the ground. They're like, fuck you, you asshole. You're the one who want. You need a French onion
So
soup.
they sounds like Axl Rose throwing his fits.
Probably.
Anyways, all right.
I can't believe that dude from Metallica got burnt up. Now we gotta follow that.
I'll name my list real quick. The Black Keys, the Arctic Monkeys, Bayside, Queens of the Stone Age because they look like me good. Black Flag, Anti-Flag.
Black Flag, really?
Yeah, I like Black Flag.
Huh. Never took you for that type of guy.
What was the other one? Tech 9, because Tech 9 kind of jams with everybody.
Come on and take it off.
Take it off.
Come on and take it off, baby, for me.
The Arctics, that's the name of them. The dude from the Black Keys side bands.
So it's Black Keys. I don't think you can do both.
Hey, sure you can. He's like, I'll be back.
Since Tony wanted me twice, you
And
got
then
it, baby.
And then the last would be Chiodos.
Oh.
And headlining who would headline that one? Anti-Flag. I think Anti-Flag would be the main attraction to that one. Because on the Spirit of the Warped Tour.
My headliner would have to be NoFX.
Alright, John or Roman, who wants to be next?
George Strait.
George Strait.
George Strait, Garth Brooks, Tim McGraw.
Nobody's
Damn.
gonna go.
The country.
I would say nobody would go to that, but everybody would fucking go to that.
I like one of those guys.
I like none of
That's just a lot of them, and I'm actually down to go check that out. I'm not even into it.
My concert, a lot of the bands on it have already been named, but
I feel like Chiodos is gonna be his main thing.
Chiodos will not be the headliner.
What?
It'll be drugs.
And just be Craig Queefy.
In no particular order, the first 9 would be Chiodos, Bayside, Panic at the Disco, Scary Kids, Scaring Kids, Falling in Reverse, Coheed and Cambria, Say Anything, and then there's also Within Temptation and Epica for the orchestra metal that I like.
Mm-hmm.
The headliner would be a finally comeback tour for System of a Down.
Alright. Now, Falling in Reverse, good reverse or bad reverse?
They are only allowed to play the first album.
Alright, not bad. I would actually go to that concert. I would go to more.
I'd probably fall asleep with Epica and whatever the fucking.
But that's that break where you, when the sun's coming down, and go get water.
That's what you affectionately call the piss break.
Yeah.
I just fall asleep in the lawn or something.
And
I get pissed off.
Mark's concert would be the ones where it's okay to be late.
Yeah.
You just like, oh, the main band has not gone on.
Who's that?
Eric,
Jazz? Fuck that.
Eric, who's that band that we discovered at Warped Tour that the British band and that chick was like, I'm bleeding from my cunt. Tat.
Yeah. I got their album.
Yeah.
All right.
So good.
I want to hear Romans, because Romans a music man.
Well, since it's bands that are dead or broken up, I'm gonna have a few of those on there.
Nirvana.
It's gonna be Alexis on Fire.
Hell yeah.
It will be Bayside.
All right.
Coheed, of course.
Kanye West.
No. Death from Above. The only caveat there is they're only allowed to play the first 2 albums. Or they can add in Heads Up, the EP. It would actually have to be Ellie Goulding, because Ellie Goulding's going to be in there, one way or another. Led Zeppelin, OG lineup with Scott Bonham on drums. Mars Volta, Mayor Hawthorne.
Really?
Yeah.
Hawthorne Heights, just so you can see.
No. Mayor Hawthorne's like a new school R&B guy.
Are you on? You only have 3 left?
I only have 2 left.
Oh. You haven't said Say Anything yet.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, it has to be Say Anything and Bayside.
Bayside. I thought he probably would put like maybe Circus.
The S's are at the bottom, Roman. You're gonna run out.
You didn't say Scaring Kids.
He likes Circus.
Yeah, I kind of On Scary Kids.
Even in pretend where you're picky as fuck.
It's because everybody else said it. He's like, oh man, they already came for these fucking other concerts.
Oh, and just to piss everybody off because I love it, I'm gonna have Elvis do his Christmas album.
Just his Christmas album?
Just his Christmas album.
You almost had me. You almost had me.
The Warped Tour, is it in like summer? Like the Warped Tour usually does it?
No, we'll have it in the steamy month of October.
Not bad. Who's your headliner?
Who is my headliner?
It would have to be Elvis.
Elvis doesn't follow anyone.
The only thing is, I don't want anybody to leave, so I think he's going on second. So I was going on
you
second.
gotta put him solid in the middle, like he's like the sixth guy.
Yeah, he's starting off the second half.
I believe it. They got Elvis. How the fuck they get Elvis?
What kind of fucking black magic they use? So yeah, those are my 10. Who is my headliner?
So no Circus Survive in there, huh?
No, I mean I like Circus Survive, but they're not like.
Yeah,
they're
Death
not.
Cat for Cutie,
No,
I the Mighty.
No.
Eye the Mighty, no. Because I still got time to see those. Who is gonna fucking close it out?
Coheed and Cambria.
Yes, but then they have a tendency to go super long.
Hell yeah.
Which I like, but I want everybody to stay till the end.
A lot of people did.
And we're going to go with Bayside. Bayside will have the headline.
Alright.
What would be their last song to play?
Stutter. Stutter's one of my favorites.
That is great detail.
But they both like...
Just fucking hear you always like, can't believe we gotta go behind a thing called Gayside.
We're Bayside? Well, fuck you.
Fucking Elvis.
Alright.
You fucking bitch.
Tell us what your perfect concert,
Where's the
perfect
burger?
Warped Tour
Where's the
concert
burger?
would
I'm
be.
gonna go kill myself in the toilet.
Go ahead and drop in the comments what your perfect Warped Tour would be.
Or tell us which one's the one you like the best out of
Yeah,
the
whose
five.
Warped Tour would you go and buy tickets for? Tell us what Netflix shows you're watching and what wacky news
I
you
should have been more
heard.
crazy. I should have been like Ramon Ayala. Mexican. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
But like always, you can always join the conversation on our YouTube page,
YouTube.com.
youtube.com/Grimworks. Or you can join the conversation on our social medias. We have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Just search up Grimworks. We're on top of the line. We just click on it, and you comment in any of those. But if you're not a fan of the comments, you could always go the old school way. Roman, tell them what the old school way is.
Yeah, go hit us up, old man style, at email, citypod88@gmail.com. Eric.
citypod88@gmail.com.
And before we get to these week's comments, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor real quick. You go visit his favoribs.store and tell them what you get, Roman.
All right. Get the PG mystery box, all right? You don't want some pro. You're going to want some fucking glow. You're going to want to put them on your joysticks just so they got a little extra grip. These fools play Dragon Ball with their controllers. You can do that if you haven't stepped up your game to an arcade stick. But those pads actually come in handy with Destiny. Crimson Days is coming up, so you're going to want to get some shit in right there. But you can save yourself 20% by using our discount code GRIMWORKS. That's capital GRIMMWORKS for 20% off. That's GRIMWORKS, capital GRIMMWORKS.
It helps them and helps us to continue with this wacky train wreck of a show. All right, we're going to get to this week's comments. So go ahead and line them up, Roman. Who was up first?
So, first, as always, it's the Clam Jam Power Hour. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Clarissa's Clam Jam Power Hour. Hit it.
Okay. Come on and slam. And welcome to her clan. Come on and slam. And she's part of the fucking clan. Hey, what you gonna do?
I was just waiting for it so you can fucking get out of
That's the best part of it.
Alright, so she starts off, I can do just a drive. I get paranoid if there's no destination, which means surprise locations are poopy for me.
Alright.
Okay, and then she goes. Her next comment is, first off, Roman was texting me and was saying that something wasn't right, and he was freaking out. Then I called and you just started screaming. Then hung up. LOL. Really? Yeah, that's what happens when you freak out.
Yeah.
You don't fucking think. And people that can't deal with shit usually scream, I'm sorry.
It happens.
Mama!
Her next one is panic attacks are your body's way of coping with what it thinks are things that are going to hurt you. You feel freaked out because it's a rush of adrenaline and you weren't expecting it. That's why everyone's one triggers are different. I had bad asthma growing up, so no circulation or stale air tends to set me off.
Okay.
All right. Her next comment, I like how Tony's examples of dying by choice are criminally involved and Mark's all, oh yeah, parachute. Yeah,
No, I get it. Mark was like, oh yeah, he's gonna go out in a parachute. And I was like, no, I'm gonna commit crimes. I get it.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, if I'm gonna find out I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go on the crime spree.
Yeah, I think my oh yeah was just kind of like, I'm gonna parachute. And I'm like, okay, so you have a bucket list? He's like, no, I'm gonna die in the parachute. I was like, oh. Okay, I get it.
And Chris's last comment. I've always heard that the Tower of Americas isn't worth the price. Now a good worth it place is Bob's Steak and Shop. It's near Top Golf.
Okay.
I don't know where
Top Golf, that's the one near the rim. Fun fact, I heard that place shut down.
Really?
Top Golf or the... Okay,
Top
No,
Golf.
but
not
the
the
restaurant,
steak.
the
Not
steak
the
house.
steakhouse. I don't know.
Okay.
Golf shut down.
Yeah,
It was, like,
apparently.
so popular.
I guess.
It was Tupac.
It's Tupac.
All right, and that
Gotta
wraps
kick
up.
him out.
That wraps up Clarissa's Clam Jam
Hey,
Power
you,
Hour.
what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do?
Trap you in the clam.
All right, and now we go on to...
You know what I love about these comments is every time I'm here, I haven't been here for a little while, so I have no idea what these comments are talking about.
You don't listen to the podcast at all?
Fuck no.
Who listens to their own garbage? Nobody.
I listen to every once in a while when I
Yeah, I
show
mean,
up.
when you're not around, you're supposed to listen to the least
When
episodes,
you're
you know.
not around.
Support your friends and stuff, but alright.
All right, the
You
next
suck,
up,
bro.
keeping the regs with a prune. All right,
It's
now
soft.
these are a bit different. I might not get all of the whole comment because of YouTube. Dan, I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck you do with your. Maybe it knows you're a troll and it just fucking immediately.
I think it's the way they like mention things or the way they said it, because Clarissa's comments were pinned on top, like the recommended go-to comments to read for the episode. It's weird.
Yeah, Dan, stop being a troll and maybe you'll get on the podcast.
Yeah, never
Nah,
stop,
don't
bro.
stop your ways, Dan.
That's who you are. He
it's-
was smart. He
it's-
was funny.
He says at 52:49, Eric is the funniest Hernandez by far from far from the smartest.
Hell yeah. Oh,
They ain't
man.
wrong.
His next one is enough excuses. I'm boycotting this podcast until I see it in video form.
Oh, we might not get Dan's comments in a
This
while.
might be-
Then.
this is the
Yeah,
last one.
we're working on it, man. You got to work with us, baby. Come on.
Nigga, spell boycott.
Come on.
Come on.
We don't have the video because we're just young and dumb. Come on.
That's our lawyer.
That's the lawyer right there.
He says, no worries, Eric. We can start our own podcast and directly compete with this train wreck. You'd have to use our equipment.
That's not true. We're gonna do it through a phone. It's gonna be a video cast.
Oh, I've heard a few.
Facebook Live.
I've heard a few of those, and they are awful.
Yeah.
He also says, Monster Hunter, DBZ Fighters. Fuck that. It's all about Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is good though. They just got a
That's
new.
trash.
You fucking troll.
They just got an update for the zombies and it looks pretty good.
Oh, and it looks like I actually forgot one from Prune. I remember I was at the H Bros house when Janet J's titty busted out.
Super Bowl classic.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
Janet
I was like,
Jackson.
who the fuck's Janet Jackson?
I was like, wait, we had titties out of my house?
who's DJ Chessy Jeff? And that was Keeping the Regs with the Prune.
Alright. Clarissa, Prune, thank you for keeping the comments coming.
That's right.
Don't boycott us just yet. We're working on it, Prune.
Please.
We're working on it. But remember to always tell your friends, families, whoever, keep listening.
Don't tell them unless you hate them.
True. Any emails, Roman?
We do have one, but it's completely in Spanish, so I'm gonna let you take care of that. So it's not as broken.
In
Oh,
Spanish?
let me do it. Let me do it.
No.
I mean, do it.
Go to hell.
I can read Spanish.
I could do this.
Can you do it well?
Yes.
I'm always waiting for him to go, I know the way.
You don't know the way.
I don't think he knows that.
Who would email us in Spanish?
Probably family.
Read it off.
This is the.
That is who sent it.
No.
I can read Spanish. How
That's
emails
the topic, right? Where it's a subject.
No, this is the subject.
Oh my god! Give me that. Give me
I
that.
put it at that. ¿Pa qué me sirves?
Oh, that's Prune Man.
Que lo lea, Roman. Hola, podcast de la cuidar. No valen verga. No valen verga. Me las pelan putos. Chingate en juez porque no valen madre. Ni me llegan a los huevos. Que se vayan a la chingada. Les van a tornar los culos. Hasta la próxima. Chingón español.
Thank you for that pretty poem.
Yeah.
So who sent it?
Chingón español.
Chingón español.
Alright.
Que lo lea
I
Roman.
thought I'm pretty sure it was
Wow,
like
you fucked that up. Que lo lea Roman. Hola, podcast de la ciudad.
I said que lo lean, Roman.
Did you?
Roman,
You say?
yeah.
I thought you said Galileo.
at first I thought it was
What the first line means they wanted you to read it.
yeah, but I can't. I mean I could, but it's gonna be very broken up. That's the problem. I can read Spanish, just not very well.
I'm pretty sure this is Prune Man.
It could be
It-
Sam.
It could be. I also thought it was Santos, just because
Nah.
he's just talking shit.
My brother doesn't know how to spell in Spanish.
Doesn't?
Nah.
No.
Or
This
English.
is Prune Man only
Or
because real quick Prune Man goes no vales verga y me las pelan putos, and then
That's
right here is
common.
his main thing is ni me llegan de los huevos.
That seems like a
So
proof.
I can translate for you is
Yeah.
I work dick.
You don't have to translate. They're all Spanish bad words. I thought it would be maybe Nate, because last time we were having a conversation with Nate, he was
That guy
like,
would never say anything.
he's like, the only things I know in Spanish that they're be teaching me is the bad words.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. But I forget it. Nate's very fluent in Spanish.
yeah, he is. He's very fluent.
But
that nigga's Spanish.
well, whoever the chingon was.
Chingón español, gracias.
Yeah.
Tu madre, right?
Well, thank you for all the kind words.
Chinga tu madre.
As long as you know from now on, you keep bringing those emails. Roman does not know how to read Spanish.
No, I know how to read it, but it takes me a long time.
Yeah. It was fun though.
I had to break it down like almost phonetically and then like read it back.
You know what would be funny
He's
though?
you're like that white guy from Zack and Mary making porno. Stick it
Yeah.
in my ass.
but then again, like I can barely read English.
That's true.
You know what would
So-
be funny if it wasn't the prune, it wasn't anybody we know, it was just like one of like a family member actually, a new listener.
Huh?
Either way,
Thanks.
it was fun. Thanks.
Gracias, senor.
Gracias.
Now I'm gonna go
Gracias,
to
amigo.
Mexico to join the banditos.
They thought you guys was terrorizers.
This has been a weird podcast. We tried something new. If you like the style, comment, I guess.
Don't worry about the video. You'll see all our overweight, ugly asses tomorrow. Oh, next
True.
week is
Next
your
week is the
weigh-in.
Next week is our weigh-in.
Hell yeah.
Don't expect big changes. In fact, expect a few people to gain weight.
True.
Expect some change from me, good old TIBU Eric, baby.
I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah. But for now, this has been episode 79 of the C.I.T.Y Podcast. I have been your host, Tony, and I'm here with...
Your boy Eric.
I'm John.
Roman? Oh, fuck.
Hate
I didn't
that
say
boy.
I hate that boy. Fuck you.
He's trying to change his ways. He might actually like
Yeah,
Eric.
yeah.
No.
And
Deep Throat Derek.
I
think
yet
it's
you
Dave.
remember his name.
I think it's
Yeah,
like Dave or something like
All
that.
right, that was wrong because I didn't remember your name.
Derek, Dave, Daryl. Doesn't fucking
It's all
matter.
the same. Yeah, I'll fucking
Either
Deep
way,
Throat
it's
in
Deep
the end,
Throated.
baby.
But either way, like we say at the end of every podcast, bye.
Bye.